Thanks for tuning in. This is Around Town with the Laurel Board of Trade, where we shine a spotlight on some of the amazing local businesses and charitable organizations in our community. I'm your host, Mike Mondy, real estate consultant with Keller Williams Realty Center, and I'm also one of the directors for the Laurel Board of Trade. Thank you for joining us today. Today, I'm here with Sadija Smiley of Sails, which stands for Stillborn and Infant Loss Support. Welcome and thank you for being with us.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So I got to ask, Sails, what inspired you to start this organization?
Yeah, so Sails, as you mentioned, stands for Stillborn and Infant Loss Support. And the organization is inspired and continues to be propelled through my daughter's memory. My very first daughter, Aviana Celine, was stillborn at 9 months. And so losing her and having to give birth and deliver her and navigate that journey as a young mom, a new mom, in a strange place, being in a family that hasn't really experienced grief, that being my introduction to grief, that's what's inspired me to start the organization and provide that support to other families that are also on this journey.
Wow. How would you describe the organization and what you do through the organization in a few sentences?
Our mission is to improve the mental health and well-being of families that experience miscarriage, stillbirth, and other pregnancy losses. And we do that through community building, education, mentorship, and support groups. And so I guess one sentence to kind of sum all of that up is we bring love, support, and unity to grieving families.
That's beautiful. What would you highlight in terms of any unique features or aspects of the organization and what you do?
I think one of the unique aspects is being a grieving mother myself and being on this journey. I have firsthand experience and knowledge of what resources were available at the time of my loss, what resources were needed, and also insight into how I felt when I initially lost my daughter and how I continue to feel as I try to honor her. So bringing that aspect as firsthand experience, and then a lot of the team that works on the organization and with the organization are also involved either on their own personal grief journey or as practitioners and professionals who support others on their grief journey.
Wow. Are there any community initiatives or events maybe that your business is involved in, the organization?
Yeah, so, excuse me, we, coming up April 11th through the 17th is Black Maternal Health Week. And so we are heavily involved, that's every year. We're heavily involved in the meetups and any panels, discussions that go around throughout the nation, actually. Some are virtual, some are in person. And so we have one that we're participating in Washington, D.C. on Friday, April the 15th, and then a few that we're participating virtually as well. So that's the main initiative, especially during the month of April. And then our event, we have an upcoming gala in November, Raising the Sails, which allows us to continue to support the families that we serve.
That's great. What challenges have you faced as owner and CEO?
Yeah, I think one of the challenges is the topic, obviously. Maybe obvious, maybe not, but it's a very heavy topic when you speak about grief, when you speak about especially losing babies that have yet to walk this earth and grace the earth. So a lot of people are often uncomfortable. So one of the challenges is having the conversation and being able to speak and present and discuss the need for the services that we provide with other businesses and organizations. I would say that is one of the main challenges.
Okay, that makes it makes total sense to me. Yeah. Do you have any memorable customer stories or testimonials over the years?
Yeah, I think about a couple that we worked with that actually came to us through another mom that we had worked with, and this couple were in their 60s and 70s. They experienced the loss of their daughter 30 years ago. And at that time, the hospital, the area that they were in, they really didn't have an opportunity to honor her. They didn't have a lot of tangible things to acknowledge her presence. And so when the couple came to us, we were able to gift them with a keepsake box, a shadow box, where The husband and wife, this was their daughter. They were able to pick out the color of the flowers they wanted in the box, the lettering for her name, and the script that went on the box. And so we presented that to that husband and wife, and they were able to, after 30 years, be able to honor their daughter and really have something tangible. And that was the first time they had really spoke about it openly. And it started a conversation for their family because they had 2 other children, grown children, and this was their sister. They had grandchildren, and this was their auntie. And so being able to present that family with that gift to honor their daughter and bring her presence to the rest of the family it is amazing.
Wow. That is amazing. Are there any upcoming projects, expansions, new offerings that you'd like to share?
Yeah, I'd really like to talk about 2 of our newest offerings or supports. One is online, so that's available to anyone. It's for mothers only, birthing persons, so I won't say anyone, but it's available to online for mothers that have experienced loss from conception through the first year of life of their child. And we gather, it's called the Sails Mom Open Hour. And so we gather online once a month for 1 hour where we're able to come together, meditate and relax a little, and then share some of our challenges and be guided through different coping strategies to hold us over until the following month. That's virtual online. And then we also offer a 8-week grief support group, which is in person in our office, and that we accommodate up to 15, and that's open to anybody, mother or father, birthing or non-birthing person.
Okay. Well, this has been so eye-opening. I love this. Is there any final thought that you'd like to leave our viewers with?
Yeah, I think I would say if you are someone that has experienced the loss, the death of your baby, that one, you're not alone. It can be very isolating. It comes with a lot of shame and a lot of guilt. I would encourage them to reach out to us or reach out to someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be us, but not to isolate yourself in that journey. Grief is lifelong. It doesn't go away. It changes and shifts, but you continue to carry that. So I would encourage anyone on this journey to reach out for support. And then if you're someone who knows somebody, maybe you haven't experienced yourself and you're trying to figure out, well, what can I do? How can I help? This is great. This is amazing, but I don't have that experience. I would encourage them to share and just be open and create a space where someone else might be able to share their experience with them. Speak about what you saw today. Tell them about the organization. It also opens that conversation because there's a lot of women and men and families that are struggling on this journey that have lost their babies and they just don't speak about it.
Wow. Sadija, thank you so much for joining us today and just for you and your organization holding the space that you do for everybody else that really, really needs you. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Well, guys, next up, we'll be talking with another Laurel Board of Trade member, Ifeoma Clyopatra Onyia, owner and CEO of Clyopatra Winery and Vineyard.
Welcome to Laurel High School Senior Courtyard. It looks a little dingy right now, but some students and teachers are trying to change that. Laurel High School counselor Dr. Tia Harris is leading the charge after she saw the courtyard needed to be fixed.
This area had been used for quite some time before, and it had just gone barren. Some people were coming out here to help and spruce it up a little bit, but not to where it was functional for the seniors.
For this story and more like it, check out youtube.com/LaurelTVOfficial.
And today I'm here with Ifeoma Clyopatra Onyia. Ifeoma is the owner and CEO of Clyopatra Winery and Vineyard right here on C Street in Laurel. Welcome, and thank you for being with us.
Thank you so much.
So my own inquiring mind wants to know, do you prefer to go by Ifeoma or Clyopatra?
Actually, I go by both. So in the business field, like in the healthcare spectrum, everybody calls me Ifeoma. But in the fashion industry and in the winery field, everybody calls me Clyopatra. So I'm used to it. I hear Ifeoma, I turn around. I hear Clyopatra, I turn around. So.
Okay, all right. So you mentioned in the healthcare field, I know as somebody with already operating successful businesses, what inspired you to start this specific business?
For the winery, it's something that I've had in mind to do since maybe age 8. I come from a region in Nigeria called Udi, And in Udi, we produce something called the palm wine, which is the main natural resource for that region. Is on the hill. And as a young kid, I would ask my dad, what's the difference between the palm wine and the grape wine? And why can't we do this, you know? And my dad was like, one day so we had to go ahead and do it, He just didn't want to add anything else to what he was doing. And that stayed in my mind as an 8-year-old till 2020, 2 years ago during the COVID, no, 3 years ago during COVID, that I actually signed up on online classes, and we weren't doing anything but drinking. So I started learning about the wine.
Wow, that's great. So tell us more about your wonderful location right there on C Street.
It's okay. So that was a location that I think was a gift from God because I wasn't supposed to be there. I was started off by building a 2-story building on my vineyard, and the builders were taking their sweet time. The former mayor and the current mayor, for Mayor Moore and Mayor Keith, called me in for a meeting. I went over to the office to have a meeting, and it was like, the city needs something within the city. Can you be in the city? And Robert Love with Economic Development was like, we found a good location for you. And C Street is that good location. Is the tasting room is right there at the end of the road. There's no that it's like a dead end.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful. It's on the historical street. So I love the location. It's really nice.
Yeah. No, it's a great location. So tell me, ever since starting this business, what challenges have you faced and how have you overcome them?
So in the winery spectrum of things, the challenges has been the acceptance. I'm the second Black female to open up a winery, or Black person to open up a winery in the Maryland area. I'm the first African immigrant to open up a winery in the whole USA. So it's something new, it's something people are not used to. That was a little bit of a challenge. Like, is she here to stay? Is she for real? Is she actually going to do it? And we're here today, I'm doing it. The other one is the parking situation over on C Street. And we contacted through the city. The city administration has been very excellent in helping. So we contacted a company or some owners 2 blocks down from us, or 2 buildings down from us, and they were kind enough to tell us to use their parking lot on 32 C Street. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Great. Are there any community initiatives or events that your business is currently involved in?
So we're involved with the Laurel Board of Trade. We actually gold sponsors for the Main Street Festival. I think it's just a beautiful thing, and it's been going on for years. And I think having the families come out there and being able to meet up with the children when they're coming to talk to them about vineyard, farming, and also producing wine is one of those things that we're involved in.
Okay. Specifically for the Main Street Festival coming up, are you guys going to have something special for us?
Yes. Well, unfortunately, we can't have the wine out on the street.
Not special in that regard.
Okay, we can. But we're gonna have some food, some Pan-African food for people to taste.
Oh, very good. Very good. Now, how has the local community supported your business?
Excellent. They've been wonderful. I mean, I think the city, they have really wanted to have a wine tasting room in the city. So us coming over here, it's been like people pop in just to say hello. People pop in just to have a drink. The neighbors drop in. And it's so easy for you to be able to drink and walk home instead of drive home. So they've been very welcoming.
Okay. And actually, just a follow-up question on your space there. You have an extra space. You have an extra space that it's not only for tastings. Tell folks a little bit about kind of what that space is also available to the greater public for.
Okay, so we have a banquet area that is a bit separate from the bar area. It has a door that we can close off, and we use it for a lot of events. People do birthdays, baby showers, bar mitzvahs, political campaign fundraisers. So, we do a lot of paint and sip. I believe we have one coming up next month. So it's just an event space that we use, and it's truly decorated for people to feel comfortable, yeah.
It's a nice space. Are there any upcoming projects or expansions or otherwise new offerings that you'd like to tell folks about? So
we just launched, we came out for Easter in another wine. It's a semi-sweet, semi-sparkling Moscato called SJ's Palmy, named after my son, SJ, and the palm wine from Udi, because when we travel back home, the boy couldn't get enough of it. So this tastes almost like it. So that's coming out. We also have a paint and sip coming out that we're hosting next month, I believe the 19th, April. No, this month actually, on the 19th of this month.
Okay.
Yeah,
April 19th.
Yeah, the information is on all our social media handles as well as the website.
Okay. Actually, where is the best place for folks to find out about your business online?
So you'll be www.cleopatrawineryvineyard.com, but remember, the Cleopatra is spelled as C-L-Y, not C-L-E.
Right.
And then on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and we're about to start TikTok. Oh.
Okay. Now, is there a final thought that you would like to leave our viewers with?
I think the thought for me, because I'm an entrepreneur and I believe in working with the younger generation to tell them that whatever it is that you want to do in this world, no matter what the hurdles you see, jump over it and keep pushing until you get there. There's nothing, Anthony Robbins, the motivational speaker, said, dream big, there's no magic in small dreams. So dream big and go for it. I'm looking to get a larger land away from the Brooklyn Bridge vineyard where we can actually have the young kids coming from school excursions and be able to show them how to grape stomp and all that stuff and still have them be part of the whole experience and the growth of Clyopatra Winery and Vineyard.
That's great. That's great. Well, Cleopatra, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
You notice I call you Cleopatra.
I noticed.
We're talking about wine.
Yes, I noticed.
So nice learning more about your business. Really. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
What a great addition for Laurel that is, truly. So guys, thank you for joining us today. And if you have a business and would like to be featured, reach out to us. We'd love to learn more and shine the spotlight on you. Send us a message on Facebook or go to our website, laurelboardoftrade.org. Also on our website, you can learn more about the Laurel Board of Trade and all the benefits and many events that we sponsor, including Main Street Festival, which is coming up on Saturday, May 11th. We also invite you to join us for business networking every third Thursday of the month online virtually and in person once per quarter at one of our member businesses right here in Laurel. We have a powerful mix of business leaders that can help expand your network. Well, that's a wrap from the Laurel Board of Trade. Our tagline is small business, big ideas. Remember everybody, get out there and shop local. See you next time.